Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So 1 hour 1 minute 55-second long BTS Festa dinner was released yesterday. And no doubt guys, it was very deep and emotional. This video is a summary of what happened in BTS Festa 2022 and what precisely they were talking about. In other words, I'm highlighting their main conversation. So let's get started with BTS Festa summary. BTS started talking about their past, the time when all members used to live together in domes, and how they moved out of congested domes to their own houses. They also had a conversation about how different they are from each other, which they realized after looking at style of living of each other. They discussed how interior of every member's house is so different from each other. This was all the fun part of BTS Festa. Now let's talk about the main points which they had discussed. Namjoon started the main conversation by mentioning how grateful he is to be part of BTS. He said, "Gathering like this today and shooting content, I am so glad we are BTS. What would I do if we weren't BTS? It made me think that I am happy just being together. I started music and become BTS because I had message for the world. I did not know what I would do after on, but then COVID-19 came up, so we did Dynamite but permission to dance and life goes on." RM continued his conversation by pointing out that all members have changed now. He said, "And I realized the group has definitely changed. We have to accept that we have changed. For me, it was like the group BTS was within my grasp until on Dynamite, but after Butter and Permission to Dance," he added, "I did not know what kind of group we are anymore. Whenever I write lyrics and songs, it's really important what kind of story and message I want to give out. But it was like that was gone now. I don't know what kind of story should I tell now." He added, "I could balance this work before, but after 10 years of living as BTS and working all our schedules, I can't physically mature anymore. There was something I wanted to do in this world. And right now, when we are at our best, I feel like I should be contributing something to the world, but I don't know what that is. And I still have to keep working. There is just no time for me to think." Namjoon explained how group activities are making his life like a machine who have to just work and work, which made him feel that he is trapped inside himself. "I have to be aware of who I am and what kind of group BTS is. I need to be aware of why I am here, who the members are to me, the path we are going to take as a group, to go through interviews and write lyrics. But at some point, I haven't been sure what group we are. For me, it was a big deal that I don't know what we are going to do as a group for now on. I don't know what kind of direction our group has to take. Somehow, it becomes my job to be rapping machine and remake music and speak English for the group. Other members are great at performance, so I just quietly go along with them. This is how my life kept going. The group would go fine if I just did the work I was assigned, but I kept feeling like I was trapped inside myself. I wanted to shut off for a little bit and leave myself alone, to think about what I should be doing now, but the world wouldn't let me be." RM explained how thinking about taking a break hiatus become a challenge for him. He said, "I keep postponing it since last year. Okay, after this one, maybe after this one, but it didn't happen, and our member become exhausted. I do know it would still be fun for us to practice dancing together and enjoy ourselves, but right now we have lost our direction, and I just want to take some time to think and then return. But that just feels rude to our fans and like I am letting down their expectations." To this conversation, we added that our fans, BTS Army, will totally understand us. He said, "But I think most of our fans wouldn't think like that because they know our sincerity. I think 90% of our fans would root for us no matter what kind of music or what kind of direction we choose." Jimin explained how hard it is for them to think about taking a break from BTS because they cared about their fans so much, which is making them exhausted now. Jimin said, "We can't help but think of our fans no matter what kind of artist we want to be remembered by our fans. I think now, finally, we have come to think about what kind of artists we each want to be remembered as to our fans. I think that's why we are going through a rough patch right now. We are trying to find our identity. And that's exhausting and long process. Our fans know us, we know us. We have so many things we want to tell them. But we can't be honest all the time. We want to be comfortable with them, but it's so hard and that's worn us out. We are trying to slowly figure things out. Now, it feels so wrong even to say that we are exhausted." To this conversation, Suga expresses feeling about how writing lyrics is the hardest part nowadays. He said, "The hardest thing is writing lyrics. We need to say something. Nothing comes out. You can't force it. There's really nothing to say. I have to talk about something that I really feel, but right now I am just squeezing it out because we have to satisfy people's wants and the listeners. It's so painful, but that's how job goes. Out of all the time I have made music since 2013, I never purely enjoyed it. It was always painful trying to squeeze out ideas. But doing that compared to 7-8 years ago feels completely different. Back then I had something to say, but just lacked the skills. Now I don't have anything to say. Namjoon expressed his feeling about how being a leader is not easy. He said, I have lot of things to say as an individual but nothing as group. Because I have said them all, it's all used up. I am just one member of group. Just because I can speak English or because I am a leader doesn't mean I could speak for us. In past, I could still balance work on music alone and doing our group promotions. But now, I can't do them together. It's impossible. It just won't work. I can't be doing group stuff and then suddenly turning the focus to my own work. Like I'm flipping a switch. I just can't. I realized I need time on my own. We need time to calm down. We have been racing forward that's really deep. To this conversation, Suga added, I realize again that living as a group isn't an easy feat. To this, Taeyang added, and it was even harder for us because we were obsessed over being a group. J-Hope told me this before. We could focus on our solo work this time, and later we will gather again as a group. That synergy will be like no other. Will be better than before. So guys, this was summary of first half of BTS Festa, and I will make second part of this video for second half of BTS Festa dinner. So if you don't want to miss it, then make sure to subscribe. And guys, during the conversation, all members discussed about their solo albums. And what we got to know is that J-Hope's album will come first and Jin's album will come last. Because J-Hope's album is almost ready, he will release it in upcoming months and he will go on tour as well. And because Jin haven't probably started anything yet, his solo album will most probably come last. And apart from them, V has also completed his solo album and Jimin is working on his album. And Jimin will most probably have Suga and Jin's featuring in his songs. And guys, BTS also mentioned how making a mixtape is a lot more easier than making a solo song. They explained the difference between solo albums and mixtapes. Namjoon said the songs which they released till now are just mixtapes and they are so looking forward to produce solo songs. So guys, that's it. I'll see you in the next part of this video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.